Detroit, Michigan. Motown is the setting for the Jazz. The marksman, the finisher, call him whatever you like. Lauri Markkanen is looking to lead his team to victory tonight as they game plan for the task ahead at Little Caesars Arena. Jazz Pistons is next. We'll be right back. It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set. To bring you some mid-season NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Take a look at the Jazz. They're way down there in the conference standings, looking for a lot of improvement during the second half of the season. The starters for the Utah Jazz. Sharing the wing spot, it's Clarkson and Markkanen. The 4 and the 5, it's Collins and Kessler. And it's Sexton in at the 1. And for the Pistons, Duran out there with Easy Breezy. And it's Young. Then it's Walker. And it's Gaines in at the small forward position. You know, Doris, at this time of the season, coaches of struggling teams may start to feel a little bit of heat. And as you and I know, that can be a distraction.
But Kevin, losing is hard, even when it's expected. It's hard for the players, for the staff, and for the fans. So many times it's about the expectation. Is a team underperforming? Then an owner can start to get antsy.
And it's going to be the Jazz off the tip. Walker against Sexton. To the inside, Kessler. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Well, that's an example of using both vision and playmaking ability to find the open teammate. Sexton is a quality floor general.
Now, here is Young. To the left wing. Here's Stewart. Buries the long-range jumper.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And so Sexton will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. This game against Detroit here, it's their first meeting of the season.
And going back a season ago, it was a win for both sides in their two meetings.
You know, despite the disparity in talent, these two teams played each other tough last year. Let's see how competitive they are this time around.
Here's Clarkson, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. For Clarkson, it's been about finding a place in the NBA that suits him.
You know what, Kevin? That is often the case for players who are not superstars, but are quality players. Jordan Clarkson came into the league with the reputation as a gunner. But here's a guy who can fill in as a starter, he can play off the bench, and he's always willing to accept his role.
And both free throws good for Clarkson.
And a guy who's bounced around the league a bit, Clarkson tightened up his game, and now he is a key factor in what this team does.
Here is Gaines. His last outing, 16 points for him. Here's Walker. It's blocked. We played just over a minute here in the first. Here's Sexton. Detroit with the rebound.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Last outing for Utah, it was a loss to the Cavaliers in Cleveland. The Jazz again can't hit it. The Pistons have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Walker the pass to Gaines. They double him with Clarkson. Walker goes in. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
Boy, having a hard time making shots. Just 1 for 4 to start this game.
Sexton kicks to Collins. Outside, Markkanen. Kicks it out to Collins. Nailed from three-point land.
And you love how instant Collins' shot can be. Gets a pass and wastes no time in releasing it.
Now here's Walker. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. To the middle. Here's Gaines, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
LDB, the Jazz have managed to stay competitive while going into a rebuild.
Kevin, you've got to give Utah credit. That is not an easy task. They have managed to amass a great deal of first-round picks and young talent and still remain focused on winning. Truly incredible.
A shot by Clarkson, no good. And Walker's got the ball here for the Pistons. They trail by 1. And the layup is good.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Clarkson against Young. Stewart with the steal. And now the Pistons fast break. Here's Duran. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Kessler. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Sexton is a point guard. It is his job to share the wealth, and he does there.
The Pistons have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Young, a screen on Sexton. Young inside. Defended by Sexton. Here's Stewart, and the dunk by Stewart.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Well, for Detroit, their last game a loss to the Hawks. Clarkson passes to Kessler. Down low. And Markkanen throws it down.
This is a 7-footer with some big-time vertical. Markkanen makes that look effortless.
For Detroit, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Here's Young. Walker with a clean look. And Detroit again with the bucket.
Boy, that's what you call great thinking on the fly. Passing on the shot in midair and laying it off to the open man.
Now Sexton. Still yet to score. Kessler up top. From 13. The shot by Clarkson, no good.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
Gaines gets the bucket.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
So it's the Jazz now. It's a 5-point game. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
And nowhere near at their best throughout the course of that game. A scrappy performance, but in the end, just not enough.
You know, their energy kicked in down the stretch, but too many mistakes overall. Just was not their night.
Jazz trail by 7. Sexton, the pass to Markkanen. The dish to Collins. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And that's a couple of very shaky possessions in a row. One turnover right after the other.
Horton Tucker's checked in for Colin Sexton. Pistons leading by 7. Walker with it, and it's Clarkson picking him up. They double-team Walker. Here's Young. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Collins.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And he sinks the second. Horton Tucker with it. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game. Pass to Collins. Back to Horton Tucker. To the paint. Here's Kessler.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Detroit with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run. And Walker kicks to Stewart. Looks for Walker. Gets it to him. Back to Stewart. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got 3 assists now in this one.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Here's Horton Tucker. We saw him with 29 points last game. Young against Clarkson. And Utah again with the bucket.
Jordan Clarkson showing the ability to put the ball on the deck and make a play.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. Different look here for Detroit. Noel's checked in for Jalen Duren. Bogdanovich comes in for the closer. And Lee's subbed in for Young. Walker against Clarkson. The pass to Noel. Stewart down low. He's got 7. 6 to shoot. Inside. And Lee with the stop.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
And, guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
The Jazz making a switch here. Abaji's checked in. Now, here's Clarkson. His last outing, he had 24 points from past the arc. And it's Noel with the rebound. Detroit leading by 8. Now, here's Stewart. His last outing, he had 24 points. And the dunk by Stewart.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Now, here's Collins. Pass to Horton Tucker. Back to Collins. Utah moving it around. At the teardrop. Out to the right wing. Horton Tucker finds Clarkson. Tries again. Kicks it out to Collins. Buries it from three-point range. Collins has got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Jazz. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. You know, Greg, one place you really see Walker Kessler making his presence felt is on the defensive end.
And boy, he has got a nose for blocks, doesn't he? I mean, able to detect shots forming and get a hand on the ball. It is such a gift that allows this guy to make such a big difference on that side of the ball.
The shot by Clarkson, no good.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Here's Walker. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
And the Pistons making a change here. Udo's checked in. Yurtseveni's checked in for Utah. Olynyk comes in for John Collins. Horton Tucker with it, guarded by Walker. In the corner, it's Clarkson. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Udo.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Walker dishes to Noel. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got 4 assists now tonight. Jazz trail by 13. And it's Captain Clutch with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, a bit reckless right there. That's his second foul, and he can't afford to pick up a third.
And Utah making a change here. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Can't connect from short range.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Passes it to Abaji. It's Olynyk atop the key. Horton Tucker in the corner. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Walker. Horton Tucker's shot is off.
That's an example of great defense. His teammates love that about him. Always why the shooters struggle against this guy.
A shot by Udo, no good. Jazz trail by 13. From the corner. And the jumper is on the mark. 6 points for Jordan Clarkson.
You know what? Struggling a little bit, but I do command the effort. 2 of 8 from the field. Let's see if that one gets him going.
Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. That's a 2 from Lee. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
The shot's good from Horton Tucker.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Screen by Udo. From deep. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got his 5th assist in this one. 44 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Horton Tucker. Rebounded by the Pistons. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
Yeah, I mean, every time out, it's a learning experience to some degree. But that's not what they were looking for.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it hurts a little more when you play well and fail to close out a game. That was one they should have won.
Now, here's Clarkson. He has 6. To the paint. It's out of bounds. They are saying it was last touch by Lee.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Here's Olynyk. Nothing on the board. 3-pointer, Markkanen. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the middle. With 1 on the clock. And Noel throws it down.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
And so is Detroit, finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. Back right after this. so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And the Pistons have been rolling right along, haven't they?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
As a coach, I think you get a certain feel for what your team needs. And credit this guy for not waiting around. He went ahead and made the adjustment.
They've got Young, Lee out there at Nerlens Noel. And it's the closer. And it's Udo in at the 4 spot. That's the group for Detroit right now.
It's not just the decision-making, it's the ability to put the pass where it needs to be, when it needs to be there. Mr. Markkanen, well done, sir.
Young with the ball. Now defended by Markkanen. Now here's Udo. Not a lot of room, and he's good on the 3-ball. Lee's got 7 points.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Dunn passes to Horton Tucker. From 11 feet away, count the basket. Horton Tucker's got 4 points this quarter. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. They set the pick. Here's Young. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
What a great play. Totally schooled the defender on that one.
Here's Horton Tucker. He's got 7, and there's another one for the Jazz.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. So it's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the next to look forward to. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. We know Doris officiating is always going to be a point of contention, but some teams let it affect them more than others.
And Kevin, that can obviously have a major difference in so many of the games. And for me, a lot of times it comes down to maturity. Teams that dwell on calls are going to have issues, particularly in big games. Let the coach worry about the officials. You play. Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Back to Horton Tucker. There's the triple. 5 to shoot. Done. Markkanen from outside. A rebound by Young.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here is Young. Pass to Udo. The shot. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. And as we're reaching the end of the calendar year, here's a great chance to delve into the updated power rankings. Take a look at the Knicks. They've achieved some upward momentum, climbing to the 5th spot on the board.
And I think for Detroit, they just can't seem to find the mojo they need to move up the rankings. They've tinkered with their lineup, but so far they just keep getting the same result.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
Ways to go between now and the 3-point contest, but it's always fun to talk about it. Let's see who has the best shot to earn a spot in this year's event.
And maybe this list changes between now and All-Star Weekend, but I don't think anybody would be disappointed if it stays exactly the same as it is right now.
And you look at Markkanen. He's got a place in the 3-point contest within his reach. I hope he makes it because I know how much this would mean to him to be a part of the event.
I mean, that's a good call, Kevin. He's the type of player that can really deliver on a stage like that. He'll be very dangerous if he ultimately gets in.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase this year. Some incredible shooters, that's for certain. We'll keep you updated as we find out more.
Yeah, I think we're in for a real treat. I think the increased importance of the 3-point shot in today's game has really shined a light on the talent, precision, and really the wow factor of how these guys can drill the long ball.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Lauri Markkanen has gone from a bit player to a starring role on offense. He says it's something that I have to get adjusted to, but going forward, I have the room and the mentality to be more aggressive. When I watch film, I always see things that can become so much better. I have a long way to go and a lot of room to improve. Kevin?
All right, good stuff, D.A. Thanks. Pistons leading by 13. And Young, here we go. Noel down low. He's against Olynyk. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Here's Gaines. Rebounded by the Jazz. Markkanen's got his 5th rebound in this one. Dunn left side. Out left to the wing. Abaji the pass to Markkanen. Here's Horton Tucker. Offensive rebound. Stolen. Here is Gaines. Defended by Horton Tucker. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. And now to our rookie leaderboard for a look at this month's steal leaders among the young guys. Well, you look at Young. Such quick hands. 2nd in the NBA.
And if those numbers show us anything, it's how good he is at picking up on ball handlers' tendencies and knowing when to make his move.
Walker Kessler, he's jacked in for Utah. Sexton comes in for Dunn. There's the lob to Markkanen. No good that time. Detroit leading by 13. You know, Greg, after a few seasons of development, Lauri Markkanen has really emerged.
And he's such a unique player. It took him a while to kind of figure out how to maximize all of those talents and also minimize the weaknesses. But boy, has he arrived.
Utah has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. There's the pass to Olynyk. It's rebounded by Udo. Detroit's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Young, no good. Jazz trail by 15. And here's Sexton, who's coming off a 25-point game against Cleveland. Here's Kessler. And the rebound goes to the Pistons.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Gaines. Horton Tucker with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Sexton's shot is good.
And Colin Sexton is a scorer. It doesn't matter if he's on the interior. This guy is determined to capitalize.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Collins comes in for Kelly Olynyk, and it's Clarkson in for Talen Horton-Tucker. Walker against Clarkson. Off target from outside. Detroit leading by 13. Walker the pass to Duren. And Duren slams it in.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. Here's Sexton. Walker with some nice D. The Pistons have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Pass to Duren. Stolen by Markkanen. He kicks it to Sexton. Passes it to Kessler. To the wing right side. Just 5 to shoot. Markkanen, good.
Well, nice job to capitalize right there in an instance where all you got to do is catch and shoot.
It's up a 3. Shot's good by Walker. Walker's got 11 points.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
It's good, and the Piston lead is cut down to 12 points again in the basket from Clarkson. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for Detroit. Outside, Walker. Down low, Duran. Walker trying to free himself up.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
Markkanen against Stewart. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got 3 assists in the game. Detroit leading by 11. Now Stewart. He's got 9. Here's Gaines. Banked in off the glass. He's got 13.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Sexton kicks to Collins. Outside, Markkanen. Back to Collins. Clarkson on the wing. Collins setting the pick for Clarkson. Clock at 4. And finished off by Collins.
Really good execution by Jordan Clarkson. As a coach, you're always looking to maximize your team's consistency. That's good offense.
The Pistons have gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter, well above the 50% mark from the field. Stewart is screen. Here's Walker, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for John Collins.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
The Pistons making a change here. Young's checked in, and Utah also making a switch. Horton Tucker's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. And so Walker nails both of them. Here's Horton Tucker. He's got 14. To the inside, and stolen by Bogdanovich. And Walker kicks to Stewart. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got 5 rebounds tonight. Clarkson for 3. The shot, no good. Pistons leading by 13. Stewart with a screen on Sexton. For the 3. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Now, here's Clarkson. 12 points for him. They set the screen. Inside. Kessler with the bucket. Kessler's got 8 points.
Not just a scorer. Clarkson is very willing to dish it when a teammate's open.
Walker the pass to Young. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. And so it's Utah here with the ball. Trailing by 17. When this game is done, they'll be off to take on the Raptors. And that game will be game 3 of 5 away from home. There's 1:26 left in the first half of the game. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
Collins kicks to Clarkson. Pass to Kessler. To the middle. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
And it's Captain Clutch with the foul.
Side out.
And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
And Utah has possession. There's 42 seconds left here in the second. Clarkson passes to Kessler. 6 on the shot clock. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Now here's Walker. He's got 18. Bogdanovich finds Walker. There's a good screen. And there's the pass to Durant. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Stolen by Walker. Here's Young. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Is on Colin Sexton. For Detroit, they have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons taking a 19-point lead into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Welcome, everybody. Before we get into tonight's game, we will be breaking down who's hot and who's not on our midseason power rankings. Did you care much for these power rankings, Shaq?
Well, my power has never fluctuated. It's only grown.
Yeah, well, they rated his power at 99 as a rook and actually retired as an impressive 122.
That's right, Kenny, power rankings at number 1. Just put up that diesel and erase the rest.
Now let's talk about that first half. It's been a runaway success for the Pistons.
The way this has looked, this must feel like a shoot-around to them. They're jogging to spots and getting open. I think I could even get open right now, Shaq.
Kenny, we've seen you run to the board. You're not getting open.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Captain Clutch having a dominant impact in this game.
And we saw just how important he is for this team in the first half. He was getting everyone involved.
His fingerprints were all over this, involving his guys with his passes, finding different ways to take advantage of the defense.
Getting underway here in the second half, here's Will Hardy's 5. The 4 and the 5, it's Collins and Kessler. Sexton is the point, Clarkson is in at 2. And it's Markkanen in at the 3 spot. And here's Young after Jordan Clarkson hitting the 3. He was all alone on that one. And that's 15 points for easy breezy.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Markkanen. Clarkson outside. Clock at 6. Puts up a deep 3. Rebound by Gaines. Gaines has got 6 rebounds in the game. Walker surveying the floor. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Now, here's Collins. 8 points for him. Markkanen dishes to Collins. Sexton against Walker. The shot by Sexton, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
That one goes. Count it.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Sexton with it. Guarded by Walker. Outside, Markkanen. Outside, Sexton. No good off the back of the rim.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
Gains the pass to Stewart. Now, here's Durham. Defended by Sexton.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Here's Markkanen following the bucket by the Pistons. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult, it's so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
And with a quick break on the court, we've got some time to show you the list of the top rookie shot blockers over the course of the last month. Well, you look at Stewart, an intimidating defender, 3rd in the league. And, of course, the closer.
Just a productive month for both of these young guys with regard to their rim protection.
Obviously, we've seen Lauri Markkanen make a considerable leap. This guy goes from role player to all-star talent.
And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. Dishes it to Gaines. Down low. Stolen by Kessler. Clarkson passes to Markkanen. Off on the layup.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Shots good by Walker. Walker's got 6 points in the quarter.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Markkanen kicks to Clarkson. No good from outside. The Pistons have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Duran, and Duran slams it in.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Here's Gaines. Back to Walker. They double-team Walker. Gaines kicks to Walker. Off target with his 3.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's falling here since.
Pass to Clarkson. Jazz passing it around. Markkanen sets the pick for Collins. Passes it to Clarkson. Just 5 on the clock. Launches a 3. Rebound, Detroit. Duran's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Sexton against Walker. They set the pick. That one finds the mark. It's the 10th time he's done that tonight on 14 shots.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And the Jazz call time here. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. You look at Detroit. This hasn't been the kind of year they envisioned. Time running out. Utah has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Sexton dishes to Markkanen, kicks it to Clarkson. There's the lob to Markkanen. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And Markkanen, a big-time athlete, set that lob up in the air and he'll finish.
And here are the Pistons now. They're on a 15-4 run. Young passes to Walker. They set the pick to the paint. Stolen by Kessler. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. The Utah Jazz have found themselves a new all-star in Lauri Markkanen. Coach Will Hardy says he's our best player, but we're not making our team about him. We have a lot of really good players. Everyone is finding a way to coexist, and that's the great thing about our team. Kevin?
Yeah, a quick rebuild. And David Aldridge, thank you for that report.
Colin Sexton's nickname, the Young Bull, is appropriate. This guy is a fiery competitor, and you know he approaches the point guard position with a scorer's mentality. So critical in the modern NBA.
Olenek, he's checked in for the Jazz. And Walker throws it down hard.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Clarkson for 3.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Utah shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Pass to Markkanen. Falls back and drains the fadeaway jumper. Markkanen's got 11.
Boy, Markkanen looking really confident in the mid-range. We're accustomed to seeing him want the three-point shot, but take what the defense gives you.
Making the most of the screen, that's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
And the Jazz with possession here after the basket by Detroit. The pass to Clarkson. Sexton on the wing. Bangs home the trifecta. Sexton's got his second bucket of the night.
This is a shot Colin Sexton has worked so hard to improve on. Can he be consistent from three-point range?
Pass to Gaines. Back to Walker. And Walker throws it down.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Here's Markkanen after the basket by Detroit. That one goes in. He's got 13.
Boy, at 7 feet, Markkanen can really move. This guy very tough to stop on the dribble drive.
Walker against Sexton. And Walker kicks to Stewart. Young, right side. Outside, Walker. Shot clock at 6. Into the wall. That was a strong dunk.
That is nice.
You know, that's using speed and quickness to combat size. By the time the defense reacts, it's far too late.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's got 15. Clarkson is screen on Stewart. Outside, Markkanen. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Sexton with it. He has 6. Pass to Markkanen. Olynyk sets a screen for Markkanen. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
Well, I'm telling you, this guy is doing everything he can to get them where they want to be. He's been on a mission in this period.
Young against Olynyk. To the middle. Walker's shot is off. And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Jazz. Here's Kessler. He's got 10. It's good. Sexton's got 8.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
And there it is for him.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Clarkson for 3. Rebound, Detroit. Gaines has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Stewart, a screen for Young. The feed to Walker. And the dunk by Walker.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. So it's the Jazz now. After the basket by Detroit, Olynyk has the open look. That 3 off the mark. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. You know, Greg, for the Olynyks, basketball is a shared family passion.
Yeah, I mean, Kelly's father was a coach, but his mom was actually the first woman to be an NBA scorekeeper. So he was raised around the game.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Taking a look here at some of the numbers for John Collins.
And suddenly his feel for the three-point shot is left him. It's been a tough go the past 5 games. The percentage from long range not close to what it was earlier, but he's not going to give up on it, and he'll try to get it going here tonight.
That one misses. Utah shooting 39% from the floor since the half. Not really what they had in mind. Got that bucket in no time at all. Abaji's got his first 3 points of the game.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. And the Pistons, an entirely new group now out there.
And now taking a look at some numbers for Noel. How's the last month of basketball been for him? Averaging about 3 points, just over 2 blocks, and 5 rebounds. I mean, the numbers aren't bad on their own, but he knows that he can help this team in a bigger way.
And sometimes it comes down to the flow of the offense. One night it's your night, another night perhaps it's somebody else's.
Now here's Udo. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Some solid defense from Clarkson. The Jazz shooting 47%, pretty solid. Pass to Yurtsevin. Takes a 3. And the rebound goes to the Pistons.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Screen by Udo. Ross passes to Udo. From 18 feet away. Ross, that's good. Ross has got his first points in this one.
You have to know when to simply catch and shoot, and it serves Terrence Ross very well that time.
Clarkson surveying the floor. That one doesn't drop. And so it's Detroit, leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. They have been excellent at both ends of the floor. The scoreboard showing what a complete performance this has been. We come back right after this. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Nerlens Noel, Lee out there with Terrence Ross. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovic, and it's Udo in at the power forward. That's the group for Detroit right now.
I'll tell you, that's an efficient, quick move by Olynyk. Gets himself to the rim. Nice.
Ross with a screen on Dunn. Lee kicks to Udo. The pass to Noel. Shakes him, and he goes right over Olynyk and slams it down.
What a remarkable vertical. Nerlens Noel demonstrating what a sensational athlete he is.
Lee with the steal. And it's blocked. 5-on-3 break. Here's Olynyk, and the dunk by Olynyk.
Well, at 7 feet, Kelly Olynyk doesn't have to go far for the flush.
And, well, Detroit shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. Here's Lee. That shot is off. Dunn with some nice D. At the elbow, it's Markkanen. Back to Dunn. And that one is good.
That's just unreal body control. Chris Dunn really showing up the D with that shot.
Dunn against Lee. Pass to Udo. The Clutch Player Award debuted in 2023. Doris, what do you think of that honor?
Yeah, I think it's a great way to find more unique aspects of the game to celebrate. Listen, players have specialties beyond just box scores, and that sort of thing deserves to be recognized.
Here's Abaji, and it's Noel with the rebound.
A fadeaway, not a terrible idea, but he needs to make the game easier on himself. He's overcomplicating things.
Here's Bogdanovic. Yes, that goes in.
Well, Bogdanovic looking so comfortable close to the rim. Just extends past the defense beautifully.
Dunn passes to Horton Tucker. Olynyk a screen on Ross. And the basket by Olynyk. Olynyk's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Udo dishes to Ross. Back to Udo. Feeds it to Noel. And Noel brings it down hard.
And that's an example of his athleticism, right? Nerlens Noel, the ability to leap up and ram it home.
Here's Dunn. Sweet little floater.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And so it's Ross. He brings it up for Detroit. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And this is where Terrence Ross turns himself into a weapon. Drawing these fouls, getting to the free throw line. He is such an excellent free throw shooter.
We've seen a few play in tournaments already, Doris. I like it. How do you like it?
I absolutely love, Kevin, that it has emphasized success in the regular season. A huge difference between a 6 seed and a 7 seed. So you give teams something to play for so much further into the year. Obviously, you give more teams more hope. It has been perfect. Whoa, sizzling from the field this half, and that's after a shaky start.
Lee against Sexton. Here's Udo. Misses the 3.
I'll tell you, his shot is just lost right now. There's just no consistency. Amazing that they're still up in this basketball game.
Now here's Markkanen. 3-pointer. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got 4 assists now tonight. Pistons have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Lee outside. He kicks to Udo. Ross on the wing. Defended by Horton Tucker. Fader on the way. No good from Ross.
Well, this is how you shut him down. A tremendous contest against a very skilled player.
Outside for Sexton. Olynyk a screen on Lee. Sexton with it. Now guarded by Noel, and he comes up with the deuce.
What an effective, efficient offensive possession. They'd love to get that shot every trip down the floor.
Detroit leading by 22. Time call here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. And the NBA, Doris, removing the limit on the number of Supermax contracts that one team can have. Why is that?
Well, I think some teams on course to have 3 Supermax guys, just the way their players are growing, and the league opted for more nuanced ways to discourage big payrolls.
Dragic against Sexton. And it's Dragic off the drive. That one drops for him. Dragic has got his first 2 points.
Well, you love the defensive effort on the interior, but Dragic commits to his shot selection and finishes anyway.
Sexton kicks to Markkanen. No one covering.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it. There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Sexton the pass to Olynyk. Nice ball movement by Utah. Olynyk sets a screen for Markkanen. This one for 3, and the Jazz another 3.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help.
Green with a screen on Sexton. Dragic kicks to Green, and stolen by Sexton. Plays it in off the breakaway. Sexton's got 4 this quarter.
You've got to have a short memory. Put a core first half in your rear view and now make an impact.
Dragic against Sexton. Noel.
Well, Dragic has such an incredible feel for the game. Understands where to deliver the pass and when.
Horton Tucker. The pass to Sexton. Back to Horton Tucker. Screen by Olynyk. And the Jazz another 3.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Down low, here's Markkanen, and it's in there. Markkanen's got 27 points.
Well, this quarter has been all about this guy. He is trying to close the gap in the score.
Detroit leading by 16. Green with a screen on Sexton. They kick it out to Green. Green draws the double. Passes to Ross. 3-pointer. Rebound by Olynyk. Olynyk's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Sexton for 3. Rebounded by the Pistons.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Green inside. He's guarded by Markkanen. Green, the screen, beyond the arc. And it's Green, missing. Jazz trail by 16. Markkanen kicks to Sexton. Horton Tucker with it. Now Green defending. Outside, Markkanen. Olynyk sets a screen for Markkanen. Shot clock at 5. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Goran Dragic.
That's pretty good strength by Kelly Olynyk, not letting the contact alter his shot. Pretty good focus.
Walker Kessler, he's checked in for the Jazz. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Horton Tucker. A different look here for Detroit. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, here's what Monty Williams went over with his team during the timeout. Now, he heaped praise on the defense. He said, the pressure's great. I love it. Keep making them make mistakes, guys. It's working. He thinks they're on the right track here. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David.
What's up?
Olynyk has proven to be an effective role player. This is a guy who's proven he's willing to do whatever it takes to get the win.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
I think they put an emphasis on attacking the basket, and watching this, you can see why. They have just carved the defense up here with relative ease.
Also, they've been living in the lane. They're getting the ball in close, and it's had a devastating impact all game long.
Collins checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Markkanen sets the pick for Collins. Pass to Sexton. Lets the three fly. It's hauled in by Stewart. Stewart's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And that one is stuck right through.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
And, guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
Now here's Walker. Pulls up. High post. Rebound, Utah. Kessler's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And finished off by Collins.
I'm sure his teammates love having a guy like Collins on the receiving end of those alley-oops. As fun an assist as you'll get.
Jazz trail by 14. Clarkson for 3. It's hauled in by Stewart. Stewart's got 5 rebounds tonight. On the wing, Walker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. And that one good from Clarkson.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
Now, here's Walker. They double-team Walker. Here's Haynes. Detroit, no good that time either. Jazz trail by 11. Clarkson passes to Collins. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. And 12 points for John Collins. And, well, Detroit shooting around 37% in the 4th quarter. The minutes starting to wear on them. Sexton against Walker. Stolen by Collins. At the elbow, Sexton. Here's Markkanen. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Markkanen's got 29 in the game.
Well, we know Markkanen can flat score the basketball, and right now he's got his rhythm going.
Young with no one around. A three-pointer is right on target. And the Pistons lead by 10.
Yeah, you have to make greater effort than that defensively. You know what he can do from range.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for Detroit.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Walker.
This guy putting on a passing clinic. If you want to know how to run an offense, roll back the tape from this evening.
And he can't get the first one. So Utah ends up going with the new group. No luck that time either. The Jazz on offense, down by 12. Abaji, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Ooh, that's right in the face of the D.
You know, he dealt with the pressure like it was nothing. They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly. If they just play smart, this game's over.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Clock at 6. Here's Walker, plenty of space. Again, the Pistons good for 2.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now our New Balance Player of the Game, Captain Clutch.